But the past is prologue as this Super Bowl is underway.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 39-yard line.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, Wilson. Down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with a tackle.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 21-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
That's another seal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that would be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends.
They'll try to run with Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. They got to love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Yeah, we dominate today.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Quandre Diggs there defensively. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. He's going to go up top again. And that is caught. Well, how about that one? He reeled it in one-handed for a touchdown. A sensational one-handed grab in the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, you're so kind. That's definitely in my mind. But how about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand and making that happen? I don't know if it gets much better than what we just saw there.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Intercepted.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Josh Doxson. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Adam Gase has put a pair of fingers up in the air. His offense is going to go for 2. And down to a knee. Well, that's one option. And he'll be stopped shy of the goal line here. So the lead will remain at 6 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. And he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. 1 play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches who don't look at time of possession the way that the old school guys did. But there's still a place for it. And I think that on this drive, after having thrown that interception, they're going to eat up a little bit more clock and run some offense and give their defense a little bit of a break.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. 4 more yards. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his own that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And a penalty flag is down here. The kick no good, but they may have sold out a bit too much for the block. Looked like they made contact with him on the follow-through. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
It'll be Carson. They run for it. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. New York ready to go again offensively. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And he's taken down inside the red zone past the Seattle 15.
First and 10 at the 14.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than a defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A 2-yard touchdown grab. The Jets are going to retake the lead. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And the lead is up to 5.
Good.
Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's finished. Super Bowl 55 down to the final 2 minutes. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
At the 46-yard line.
2nd and 8 coming up. Here's Wilson. Oh, he stays up. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On 1st down, Carson. And he stopped immediately there. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get him for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the 2nd level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a 1st. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Well, I've never seen this one. It's 2nd down, and the punt team is out there. And, we've seen it all now. It's a fake. And he's going to let it go deep. And that'll be incomplete. But remember, crazy situation here you don't see often. Not 4th down yet, so they will keep possession. Not exactly sure why they'd have him throwing the ball there out of a punt formation. But they will have another shot at things as it's 3rd down now. Now the Seahawks going to use the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. Well, I think they knew that one was going to be a long shot, but in the end, it's looking like they're going to come up short. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a 1st down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Wilson wants to throw it. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. Now a toss play. It's Carson. And now this is going to be a safety. Oh, my goodness. this in the final minute, down 2, and now we're looking at overtime. Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field...
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Now this offense ready to head back out there. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. And supreme confidence in the kicker turns to supreme failure, as that is obviously no good. And that changes everything here in OT. So it's his second missed field goal here. That wouldn't have ended the game, but it would have given him a leg up in OT.
And that's got to invigorate this defense. They did their part. Now it's time for their offense to put together a drive and seal the deal.
Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here. The big fella. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10.
And partner, right away, I'm brought back to the words of my special teams coach when I played in college. Sometimes you just have to want to go block a kick.
And here with a chance to win the game at OT on the O-line, you got to max protect.
It's amazing, isn't it? You spend all that time in practice, you go over all the different possibilities, and with the games on the line, someone leaks through, and now you got a block kick.
And he tugged this one badly. It's no good. Wide left. And that changes everything here in OT. So possible disaster there. It's an empty possession, and there's no worse time to have an empty possession than the first drive of overtime.
Yeah, and remember the situation now, Brandon. It's sudden death from here on out. You can bet he's begging for a chance to redeem himself. But the question now is, will that chance ever come?
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. This undoubtedly the biggest kick of his life. And as is to be expected, this is nowhere near being good from that distance. And we will play on here in overtime. But when you get that ball in OT, that's not the chance you envision, and the long field goal attempt here winds up lacking.
And you don't want to hang too much of this on your kicker, but he's going to leave you in a tough spot as well, because you give your opponents excellent field position to start their first drive.
And that is no good. And we will play on here in overtime. So that's now 12 points that they've left on the field, 4 missed field goals.
Now, you and I were both hoopers, so you know it's like being a shooter in basketball. Sometimes when things go wrong, it gets in your head, and it's tough to get back on track. And that one, it never had a chance.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this with both of these guys running the ball well?
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility.
The kick is no good. The score remains tied.
Well,